Now, before we dive into the development, I would just like to mention one thing. At the end of each of the video of the series, there will be a quiz. It would be of fun sort only, but I expect all of you to comment out your answers and then we'll just see who got it right. All right, we'll just start the development. So you see over here that we already have some files in the source folder. We'll add new folder over here, that is components. Now this is a real estate web application, right? So what we want is, for the first component, we want it to be related to the listings that we will have available for multiple properties on the website. So let me create a tile component for that. The folder over here first, it's going to be tile folder, and in this tile folder we will have a file tile.tsx. So as this component will create the JSX elements as well, this file has been named with the extension tsx rather than just ts. Now I'm just mentioning a shortcut for the code snippet to be readily available for you to work on. That is tsrafce. And once we just enter, it gives us the template for the React component, and now we'll just start working on the HTML part over here. But before that, what I'll do is I'll just open app.tsx, and over here I already have some HTML code, so I'll just remove it. I want to add my component that I have just created, and it's not picking up automatically, so we'll just import it. I want to import from tile from components, it's tile.tsx, and let me just save it once. Okay, so we'll go to the browser, and over here now you're able to see that this tile that is mentioned in the tile component is being displayed on the browser. So we have successfully incorporated our tile component that we have just newly created into app.tsx, because app.tsx is directly rendering whatever HTML we have over here directly on the browser. So let's start changing our tile.component. So I already have a div over here, and I want to give it a class name tile. And then what I want to do is just have an image tag over here. It could have a source, and then just mentioning alt as image. Now the source of the image, I have already downloaded one of the images. I'll just take this image and copy it into my solution in the assets folder. So you see this image has come over here. Now we're going to do an import of this image from asset folder. Once we have it, we want to give it the source, and then we'll just have another div. Let me just give it as class name info. So over here what I have is, let me just mention villa, and then I'm just mentioning some amount, so it's kind of a random amount, and then let's have another div detail. I'm just doing lorem ipsum, so some random text we have over here, and let me just save it once. Okay, so after saving, we'll just go to the browser. See, we have got our div successfully into the app.tsx, and it is getting rendered on the browser. But we see over here that the image is broken. So let's just go to the tile.tsx, and over here we just have to remove these colons and go to the browser again. And over here we are getting our div. The image is coming, though it's distorted, but we'll correct it with our CSS. Okay, so I already have some CSS prepared beforehand and we'll be using that. We'll just go to app.css and selecting everything, just commenting out the earlier code that was there, and I'm pasting the new CSS that is available with me. We'll just save it and go to the browser again. So you see over here that our tile is now successfully getting displayed with the correct CSS that we wanted, and we are able to see the property listing successfully on the browser. What we can do over here is, just to give you look and feel of how it should look like, I'm just taking this tile and just mentioning it 4 times. Why? Because we'll have multiple property listings, right? So we should just get the look and feel of how multiple listings are going to look on the browser. So you see over here, this is getting successfully displayed. We have the 4 listings. Though the data is all static, we'll be making it dynamic through our API that we'll be creating in .NET, and then proceeding the work on fetching the data for these listings.